Hey beauties, good evening to you. Good afternoon rather. They always say evening begins after 6. All right. This is one of the most, I think it's going to be one of my most difficult posts, because sometimes people may not understand the motive behind some posts, and they may take it offensively. And certainly I definitely mean no harm, but I personally believe in truth. That is what Jesus exemplified. And if many of us had promulgated truth with love, and when I say love, I'm talking about compassion and affection, with no guile. I'm not talking about, as I stay and I have a chat when I feel that, no, I don't mean like that. I'm talking about truth for transformation, because I want you to become better. I want to be better. That's the kind of truth I'm talking. Speaking it in love, with compassion and fervor. There are times when you have to really be firm and strong in speaking truth. Now, women, I don't know if the woman's story is real, but for her to make 50 posts, and I sat and watched basically on 6 or more hours. Well, it would be about 8 hours, because I started from last night into today, because I said this seems a little bit so surreal. It seems unreal, rather, sorry. Based on what she went through. But when I saw a friend of mine post something and she said, go and listen to the Reesa Teesa story. And I kid you not, people, as I pulled her up on YouTube, I said, I'm not surprised with whatever the man would have done to this woman. I kid you not. And I feel bad to say that was the first thought that came to me. Because one of the things I don't believe in is body shaming people, and we have to understand that God created us all different. We look different. The world, unfortunately, has created for decades, for centuries, beauty standards, and personally speaking, honestly, when she gave her story in the first part, I said I'm not surprised, because I know of 2 cases here that were not similar in the sense of his narcissism, based on what she said, and his being a pathological liar. I said, wow, women, listen to me now, because I really care about us as women. Please understand this. And I think that is why sometimes people were very angry at a Kevin Samuels and something there, Andrew Tate. They really wanted to save you from heartache and pain, because that woman, I pray she really gets some healing, through counseling, because it can set her back. Even though she's glad that she's out of her marriage with the fellow, that thing can set her back, and she may ward off somebody who may just be the right man for her. Anyway, when I looked at her beautiful people, I'm going to make another video, as it relates to her story. But this is in relation to her physical disposition, how she looked physically. I'm going to encourage you, women, please. Oh Lord, how do I say this without it coming off anyway? Ensure that the man is attracted to you. You have to get that. Ensure that the man is attracted to you. Ensure that. I'm not going to tell you to don't set your basket above. Nobody's above anyone, But unfortunately, my beautiful people, the world has set standards for beauty, and we will not escape that. Men are going to choose women, by and large, on the basis of how they look. They're going to marry them and stay with them generally. Obviously, other things they may look at is if she has money, based on her social status. But ensure, before you get into a relationship, make sure that the man is attracted to you. You will know if he is. I'm telling you. No matter how a man can pretend. Something about us women, we have a 6th sense. God give us intuition. No matter how you're a yummy, dashing head, coca head, dumpling head, banana head, after a while you're going to get a normal head. There's just something about us. There's an intuition that is there. It's just sometimes there is rust on the intuition. It's corroded, and it needs some kind of fixer-upper. It needs to be repaired. But guaranteed, as sure as the night follows the day and the day follows the night, you're going to feel something is off. She ignored the 1 million red flags. She ignored it. As I saw her, I said, Whatever he did, right away I can pick up some of what he would have done to her. She even spoke about in one section of it, you know how when you get married and on the night of your marriage, you know how you can't get the man off you, he just wants sex every. She said it was a total opposite, and I wasn't shocked. Even though she shacked up with him for a few weeks before they had gotten married, or a few months, I wasn't shocked, because I know of a case like that where the man told me he didn't even like the eyes of his wife. I'm telling people, sometimes when people talk, it's not to put people down, it's what they have experienced. And she had on, quite a bit of weight, and it's not, weight that you would say voluptuous, that's shaped nice, and, oh my God, it's hard saying this because I'm doing everything so that I don't come across as body shaming. I don't come across, and that is why I flip it to the women. Ensure that the man is attracted to you. Ensure that the man is attracted to you, because unfortunately, my beautiful people marry still in not I won't say predominantly, but there are quite a number of cases, and it's a strong possibility on the basis of looks. Even if they have to put the wife as a trophy wife and go out and get some peace from another woman in terms of marriage and staying married, because she had gotten married to the man, but the marriage it went downhill after 2 weeks. And she said that, how a man would want your body and want you, it was the opposite. She didn't even expound on that. She didn't even, she didn't carry the conversation on that part, because that must have been embarrassing to know that maybe when she wants it, she would have to be going to the man and say, what's going on? You don't want me? And all of that. And yes, he was on the straight side, His different indiscretions with other women was just unbelievable. You understand? Women, please. God, this is so hard, because I don't want it to be misunderstood. Just ensure that the man is attracted to. Just when you see the man looks a particular way, say it. Oh my God, I'm fighting. Chances are, if why I'm buck shuffling like this, it's because I don't want to say what I really want to say. I think you may understand what I want to say. I don't want to say if you don't have a Lisa Hannah look. Because you don't have to be just that beautifully structured and beautifully made. But if you know that maybe you probably need to, and it's not necessarily in terms of when I say go to the gym, it's not on the basis of you being fat or skinny. It's on the basis of getting yourself in a nice shape. Or maybe your features are not what they would call beautiful features, by the so-called European standards, or people who don't fit the European standards are beautiful to me, which I've seen in a number of cases. But if you know within yourself that Denzel over there is not going to really look at you and say, this girl is beautiful, it may not prove fruitful, because that lady, he did her bad, and people alluded to some of the reasons why. I think they should not have said it in the way they did, but I know what they were saying. Even if he was a vice president, and based on how he looks, it's something that people have seen I have a friend who said it. She said, Toni-Ann, when especially men who are at a certain level in life, they're going to go for a certain woman. Yeah, unfortunately, they generally go for women who fit the beauty queen bill, even if they don't look exactly like that beauty queen. You know what I mean? There are little things here and there, But I'm trying not to say, oh God, one of the things I never like to do is but it's just a reality, women. You have to value yourselves until the men come to the realization that it is about beauty is skin deep. It is about the character of the individual. We're not going to get over this. We're not going to get over this. Look at even David was considered a man after God's own. He was a good man, a godly man. But the Bible talked about how handsome he was, and his wives were beautiful. Bathsheba was a beautiful woman. So that is why it's best ensure that the man is attracted to you and he likes how you look. You have to, my beautiful women. And if you suspect that he's not going to value you, don't go down that road. Please. It hurts me when I see men hurt women that way. Guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message. Thanks.